Now then, Harvey, what have you got interesting for us this week? An OBD2 diagnostic device. That looks interesting. EDIAG by KINGBOLEN. Right then, here we have KINGBOLEN EDIAG Automotive Diagnostic Device. You can use this tool on your smartphone. You just need to download some software, and it states that it's the most powerful dongle with full professional OE level functions such as read clear codes, data stream graphing, read ECU information, actuation tests, bi-directional special functions. Full coverage of 98% of vehicles on the market. So we'll unwrap that and see what we've got inside. Very nice multi-language startup instructions in full colour. Looks pretty simple. Download the app from the App Store. Sign in, sign up. Activate the device. Plug it in. Bluetooth connection, download various diagnostic software, and away we go. Seems simple enough. Let's have a look at the device. Comes in a nice soft box. Yeah, seems to be quite well made actually. There's the connection. Should fit most. That's got a little clip on as well, so it all locks into place. It's quite good. And I think it lights up when it's working. Right, where's my mobile phone? Go to the App Store or Google Play. Find the app. Here's the app. Just download that now. Click on Open. Hey, KINGBOLEN. There we are, EDIAG. Now we just need to click on All Systems Diagnostics and agree to the various dialog boxes, location, etc. Then you need a email and password to register. Then it sends you a verification code through your email address. Put that in, and you can set up your username and password. Press on All Systems Diagnostics. And then activation, so you need your activation code, which is in the box. Put that in. Congratulations, there we are. All done. Now I can download various bits of software depending on what vehicle I've got. Some vehicles are already downloaded. There's quite an extensive coverage list. Once you've done all that, then we can go to the car and plug it in. And on the Fabia, it's behind the little cubby hole by the driver's seat. You just have to pull it forward. Then there's a little tab at the back that you need to press in so it'll open up fully. Past the catch. And it'll reveal the OBD port. Plug the device in quite firmly, obviously checking the orientation so the pins marry up. It'll click eventually into place so it doesn't fall out, which is quite handy. Once power's attached, it'll light up green around the rim. And we can do some diagnostics. Turn the ignition on. And open up the software. This is the main interface with All Systems Diagnostics, Maintenance Functions, and OBD Functions. So if we go into All Systems Diagnostics, it goes into a page where you can put your VIN number in, and if you scroll down it gives you icons for all the different manufacturers, which you'll have to download first, so you'll need a Wi-Fi signal. I've already downloaded the Skoda one, so I'll click on that. And then that brings up various functions you can do. You can do a whole system scan, or you can select individual systems. Just go into that. And these are all the individual modules. With engine electronics, climate control module, central locking system, power steering. This will be a full extended list, which a lot of the modules you won't have on your car. As you can see, it's quite an extensive list. So I'll go back to the top. Right, I'll just choose one. Click on Instrument Cluster. Comes up with module information first. Click OK. And these are the functions for that module. Read fault codes, clear codes, live data streams, actuation tests, adaptations, basic settings. So I'll read the fault codes. And I've got 2 fault codes here with the corresponding code numbers. And if you click on the question mark next to it, and you're within range of your internet, which I aren't, it'll go onto the internet and look up that code. So I'll do that later. So I managed to get it working. I'll just show you how it works. When you get a fault up, you just press the question mark, and within the app you get on the internet. So in my case it's just bringing up Google and some information on the 00588 code. Things like Rostec, videos, Skoda, all useful resources to diagnose the problem. Right, what I'll do now, I'll do an actuation test, which should be interesting for the instrument cluster. Click OK. Right, in progress. Tachometer. So it's just testing its full range, I guess. Press next. Temperature gauge. Yeah, that works. Fuel gauge. Speedometer. LCD displays. Make sure they're all working. Now it's doing the various lights. Temperature sensor. Mine's faulty at the moment. Fuel gauge. Oil. Handbrake. And my gongs. And my buzzers. There you go, they all work. So if we go back to the functions list, so we've got basic settings. Oh, you need to know the channel number for that. So if we go in adaptations, if you know the channel you can enter it, or you can do read by list. So there's quite a comprehensive list of adaptations. So you can alter the service reminder period for the oil and the inspection, service inspection. Immobilizer, key adaptation. Looks like you can even change the mileage odometer. So if I go back and go out of that, go back to the main page, maintenance functions. In here there's a number of different functions for maintenance, and you can click on each icon to download it, such as resetting the oil service light, bleeding the ABS unit, DPF functions if you've got one, EGR. So I'll download the oil one, but I can't do it, I'll have to go inside and do that, where I've got my Wi-Fi signal. So here they are, I've downloaded the oil one already. You can see where they've changed the icon. It says open now. So I'll just do it on another one. Show you how it works. Press on that brake. So it just downloads it. And you can open it, and it's up there, look, there you go. So I'll go back to the car and we can go into the oil and service interval icon now. Here we are, click on oil. So it's looking for the dongle, got the ignition on, should find it in a minute. Right, looks like you've got to find your car. Scroll down to Skoda. Okay. Right, here's the function list. Auto reset, manual reset, by vehicle model, reset the check condition, not sure what that is. So try manual reset. Fabia MK1, 99207. Oh, and it gives you a description of how to do it manually, which I've already done in another video, so be sure to check that one out. Anyway, it's good to know. Right, back, and just check on the dash. Service inspection due. Now this time we'll press auto reset. Oh no, there's different types. I'll choose the bottom one, instrument default reset. Hey, it's gone out. Just got to solve the other dashboard lights now. As the observant ones amongst you will have noticed a couple of lights that shouldn't be on. The airbag light and the power steering light. I know what the temperature light is because there's no water in the system, so I'm not too bothered about that for now. So we need to do an in-depth diagnostic on this. So back to the software, and the first thing on the functions list is health report, which is the full scan, which diagnoses all the faults in the system. So we'll click on that. Gives you a nice little graphic of a car, and it gives you the elapsed time as well up at the top left hand corner, and a bar with your progress on. It's already found one engine fault, and then it'll go through all the different modules. It takes a while, at least on this car. I've noticed others using this, it's a lot quicker. Whether that's got anything to do with faults that I'm receiving, I don't know, but we'll speed it up anyway. Now it's finished, just over 5 minutes. And there's all my fault codes and faults in the different modules. Now you can click on report, but you need to be on the internet for that. But the first thing I want to do is clear the fault codes to see if any of them disappear. So I'll do that now. So that's completed. It's got rid of a few, including the airbag, which is odd because it's still lit on the dashboard, so there's something not right there. So I'll go inside and see what we can get as a report. Here's the report. When you click on report, when you're on the internet, it comes up with the KINGBOLEN report summary, which is quite good. And then you can click on the individual parts of it for a bit more detail. So if we go into instrument cluster, we've got 00779 outside temperature sensor, open circuit, short circuit to the battery positive. So that just sounds like a connection issue or a broken wire at the sensor end, possibly. When we look at the airbag, it gives you details saying driver side airbag igniter, resistance too high, 00588. So that's definitely something to do some more further investigation. Possibly a connection issue at the clock spring. So if I click on generate PDF at the bottom, it gives me a nice information report. And if I click the icon at the top right, I can send it somewhere. So then I can print it out. Yep, probably print it out. I'm just going to email it to myself. And here it is on my computer as a PDF. So I can just have a look at that. And then print it out. Press print, and before you know it, here's a hard copy. So that's quite a useful feature. So on first impressions, it's quite a nifty little device. Seems quite comprehensive and good value for the money. The only thing I'll hold reserve on is the actual time it takes to go through the full diagnostics. It took on me about 5 minutes. I'm not sure why that is. It might be because it's an old car with one of the first OBD2 systems on the Skoda Fabia MK1. Or it might be just my phone's a bit slow. I've noticed other reviewers don't seem to have that problem. So I'll try it on another car, a much newer one, the Skoda Superb. See how it fares with that. So if we go in the car on the driver's side and look underneath the dash, by the footwell, here's the same purple connector. So I'll just plug that in. Oh, it's a bit tight. It won't actually go in straight. It's a bit tight on the top edge. It seems to be really tight against these two notches at the side and the top. So I'm going to have to push it in quite hard, I think. Give that a go. Ah yes, power. So that's in. See if I can just go straight into diagnostics without putting the VIN in. Oh, this annoying pairing's coming up. Trying to pair with my phone at the same time. It's not the dongle, it's the actual phone for the contacts list. So I'll just try and ignore that. Right, ignore the VIN and just go to the Skoda icon. Click on that and see if we can get in. Right, we're in. I think we'll start reading the modules. Yeah, no fault codes. Code found. Let that do its thing. Seems a lot quicker, this one. It must be that the system's slower on older models. That's all I can put it down to. I did try it in the Jag before I tried this one, and it was quite quick in that as well. Nevertheless, I'll speed it up to the end. Blue light's flashing. Right, comes up diagnostics connected on the screen. That's quite good. Right, that's finished. Now we've got a few codes here, 5 codes. Let's have a look at one. Seat adjustment, driver's side. Read DTC. Motor for lumbar height adjustment. Open circuit. Just have a look at that. And that seems to be working. I can hear the motor and I can feel the lumbar support moving. So I'll clear that. Tell you what, I'll just clear all the fault codes and see what happens. There we go, all clear, non-persisting. Probably just my battery voltage was a bit low, as it does recommend that you have over 11 volts to do the test anyway, so I'm not worried about those. So what do I think about the EDIAG diagnostic system and software? Well, I'd actually say it's very good value for money. The actual dongle's well made and quite tough. The software is quite comprehensive and very handy being on your mobile phone. It's diagnosed a number of faults and cleared some of the codes. The only gripe would be the actual dongle is difficult to fit on some of the cars that I've had. It won't fit on the Skoda Superb very easily, and it won't fit on an Audi A3 very easily either, as the plastics around the connector are very tight and impose themselves on the stub of the shoulder on the dongle, which just needs to be a little bit longer on the connector. I haven't yet done any adaptations or things like injector coding, so I'll have to do those in another video to see how it performs with those. So be sure to check those videos out when I get a chance to test the device for those extra functions. But overall, well worth the money. I'll put a link in the description where you can get hold of one of these, and I will be releasing some later videos using the device to do some more troubleshooting. I know I've got an injector that I need to recode, so we'll see how it performs on that. And I've still got to fix those two faults on the Fabia, the airbag and the power steering light. So I hope to see you on those forthcoming videos. Anyway, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you found that useful. Thank you very much for everyone that supported the channel. I will be releasing more videos as soon as I can. So please like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.